welcome to the Santa Monica Beat, sponsored by Diamond Foam and Fabric. I'm Julie Garcia. The Santa Monica History Museum hosted a gala tribute dinner Friday evening to thank 3 of the city's female leaders. The museum paid back the Santa Monica Chamber, Visitors Bureau, and Downtown for their support with a special 1940s tribute to their CEOs.
There is rich history in this community, and we really feel it's important to continue to keep the spotlight on that and encourage people to really understand what they're visiting and what this community has to offer.
You have many people in that room who are historians, and to be there with them and really talk about the wonderful events and the wonderful moments in time that help make Santa Monica the city that it is today. It's a great honor.
The History Museum plays an incredibly important role in this community by treasuring our history, honoring our past, and only then can we look to the future.
There's yet so much history to be made. The History Museum is going to be right there documenting all of it.
The honorees said their organizations are dedicated to serve and enrich the community to keep the history of Santa Monica alive. The weather on the coast makes golf a year-round sport here, and Players Club Golf has some advice on how to improve your game.
Hey, it's Leslie again over at Players Club Golf. Okay, the weather this summer has been great, so why would you want to work on your game indoors? To get better, that's why. Players Club Golf is the best way to work on your game while having fun doing it. Teaching pros, full gym, driving range, chipping, putting, and 55 courses at the PGA level? What more could you ask for? And don't forget to tell them Leslie sent you and receive a free half-hour practice session. Players Club Golf. For better practice, makes better play. Be a player.
The 2012 Ford Focus brings us the mix this week, where the community experienced an impressive aviation collection up close this weekend. The Beats Brianimals was there.
The Santa Monica Airport hosted its second annual open house on Saturday, welcoming visitors to enjoy a free, fun-filled day featuring an incredible display of aircrafts, a flight simulator ride, and even pilot training in the cockpit.
I think the Museum of Flying has probably been the most popular attraction of the day, especially since we've had a free day, but also the outdoor aircraft display. Many different private pilots and owners of aircraft have put their airplanes on display across the street from the museum for the visitors.
Douglas Aircraft, the factory originally here in Santa Monica, right across the street from where the museum is now, designed 10 Douglas commercial airliners from the DC-1 to the DC-10, created from 1934 to the 80s. And I designed this mural to pay tribute, and in one image I can show all 10 airplanes flying together in formation.
So important for the community to have an opportunity to learn about all the different things that go on at the airport. This is definitely something that kids from age 3 to 103 would enjoy.
With so many exhibits to see and attractions to explore, adults and children of all ages could let their minds soar in the clouds, at least for the afternoon. To learn about upcoming events at the Santa Monica Airport, visit smgov.net. For the Santa Monica Beat, I'm Brianna Moles.
Thank you, Brianna. Santa Monica residents joined together on Saturday to offer secondhand items to their neighbors. The Recycling and Recovery Division threw the 3rd annual Citywide Yard Sale to cut down on waste in the community.
It's our business, actually, to divert materials from the landfill, and the city had never had one. We thought it'd be fun. There are many bargains to be had. People might not be able to afford the great couch that they've always wanted and can find one at one of the sales. It builds a sense of community.
They have used it as an opportunity to reach out to meet their neighbors and to also rid themselves of some items that are in good condition that still have useful life left. You know, for one person, they've used it, they no longer want it, the joy is gone, but for someone else, it is new in their eyes. It's an opportunity for people to expand their horizons and to start a new hobby at a reduced price.
About 160 households put on yard sales for the event. And now with sports, here's Spencer Lee.
Thank you, Julie. I am Spencer Lee. Sports are running full speed in Santa Monica with all of the teams finishing non-league play. Let's take a look at some of the action from this week. The Samohi Vikings water polo team had a busy week facing 3 opponents in 3 days. This one was against Hoover on Thursday. First quarter, Robert Steinberg chucks the ball to the far end of the goal to put the Vikes up 2-0. Then off the foul, Jackson Howdy doesn't mess around. Grab, throw, goal. Samo was up 6-0 to start the game, and Steinberg finishes it in the second half with another sling to the nylon, as the Vikes destroy the Tornadoes 18-7. They would beat Pally and Chadwick in the other 2 games. Now on to Football Friday, Samohi donning the new yellow unis to face the other Vikings from Valencia. Valencia wasn't messing around though. Sean Murphy throws the seam route to Tedrick Thompson to go up 28-0 on Samo at halftime. Ryan Barberin rallies his team to start the second half when he finds Sebastian LaRue in the corner for a touchdown, but then things fell apart. LaRue tries to throw a trick pass back to Barberin, and Spencer Hickson picks it off. That would set up more punishment. Samo can't find Stone Jackson, and when they look up, he's across the goal line. And finally, Murphy throws his 5th touchdown pass of the night to Nick Jones as Valencia beats Samo for the 4th straight year, 41-13. Now to the JUCO ranks. Gifford Lindheim Santa Monica College hosting West LA. Just before halftime, game is tied at 7 until Alfonso Medina finds Reggie Mitchell over the middle, and he will navigate his way to the end zone. Second half, Medina finds Mitchell over the middle again to get the ball inside the 5. That would allow Aaron Jones to find a hole and fall into the end zone to put SMC up 24-7. And just for good measure, Medina throws his 3rd TD of the day to the big man Dominic Bieria. And Bieria slides past the goal line as the Corsairs take down the Wildcats 31-21. And that's sports. To keep up to date with your team, go to smmirror.com. Julie?
Thank you, Spencer. And that does it for us this week. Be sure to join us next Monday at 9 a.m. And don't forget to watch Marley Mendoza in the 7 Days Show Thursday. She'll tell you about a movie that started as a play in Santa Monica. Until next time, I'm Julie Garcia for the Santa Monica Beats, brought to you by Diamond Foam and Fabric.